Shanti. My humble frustrations at the lotus feet of Sri Guruji, Gurudev, all the Kriya Masters, all the sages and saints. And I especially bow to Sri Guruji to think through me, speak through me, and act through me. And I bow to all of you. Thank you. So most of you have attended the class of Swami Acharanji, correct? Yes or no? I'm not.
Yes, Bob.
Yes. Let's understand the importance because he is currently studying Nyaya philosophy. I think here most of the people, I don't know the Roman, they must have told, but this he is doing it. Let's understand what are the implications why Nyaya. So if you look at this, the entire creation, forget about any of the scriptures, forget about God, everything. Whatever we are seeing, pratyakya. The question comes, who created this world? And why it is here? And what I am doing? When these questions come, the first thing comes is who created this world? So now, when you look at any of the things, whatever we are using it in the worldly things, we always know that, okay, there is somebody. I don't see that person, but somebody must have made it. They're like a mobile phone. Somebody must have made it. Somewhere in the factory, it is done. And some intelligent person who has put things together, discovered whatever the theory behind it, and then there is a plant which manufactures the telephone. So when we look at this world, the way it operates, it is perceptible there is some inherent intelligence in the whole creation because everything is very harmoniously put together. There appears to be disharmony in sometimes in the behavior of the living beings, including human beings, and also sometimes in the nature also. You can have flood, you can have earthquake. But in spite of this apparent aberrations, there is no doubt that there is certain rules, some intelligence, some harmonious integration of the whole creation is there. If it is there, so who is that person? That must be some intelligent person or somebody who has done it. So even if we do not know what God is, so we give that concept that there must be a creator, which nobody has seen. Everybody is talking about. So we said there must be a creator, and that creator's name is given God. The question is then comes, where does that blessed God lives, or where he is and how he looks? When these questions come, because nobody has seen God, or you can perceive God, or you can interact as we interact with any other living being. So the speculation starts. What can God be like? So whatever theories we are learning today, whether it is religious, whether it is philosophical, whether it is spiritual, all are speculations, mostly. And then if 8 billion people in this world are there and 8 billion theories can come out what God is all about, then how you know who is telling the truth? Are you with me on this? How then you know what God is like? You said, okay, forget about I have not seen, but Ramakrishna Paramahansa had seen. He see God as Devi. So maybe Devi is the God. He said, if an African is there, will he see that same Devi? So for him, God is separate. Is that there are multiple gods are there? If multiple gods are there, then there must be another coordinator on the top of it. Otherwise, how it will be integrated the systems? So you will find innumerable theories about the divine comes out. There's nothing, we cannot say anybody is telling the untruth because they must have experienced in some way. Now the question is, so what I believe in, how I then, which one I accept, how I proceed. So you need to have certain guidelines, even if your speculation, it is speculation. Even for speculation also, there has to be some guidelines. You cannot just say, no, I saw yesterday God is like a tiger. Somebody comes, he says it's like an elephant. Somebody comes, it's like a mountain. Kailash is like a mountain. Somebody says it's sea. Somebody says Ganga is river. So how we believe? How one will believe who is God, where it is. So what Naya did is how you know a thing. Try to understand. It is not saying what that thing is. If we are trying to find out God, so let's not describe what God is all about, that we'll see. But how you know anything, if you want to know in this world, how you know a thing, that's called theory of knowledge or epistemology. So Nyaya gave a framework of logical steps one has to take. Whatever speculations you are doing, it's acceptable. Whoever somebody believes it, somebody may believe it, may not believe it. But at least when you are going to say what God is from your experience or whatever you have heard or whatever you are convinced about, you have to follow certain guidelines so that others can believe that, okay, this falls into place. It's for me now to believe it or not, but it is not pure speculation. So there is some logical background to it, why a person is saying what he or she has seen as God. Nair gave that theory of knowledge, how you will know a thing. How you know a thing? Anybody? Can you guess? Yes. Are you with me? Any of you?
Either your senses experience it
Hmm.
or someone
What?
else. Yeah, senses experience.
Yes. First is pratyaka. You are right. Pratyaka means I know it. How you know it? Because through my five sense organs, whether I have seen it or I have smelled it or I have heard, whatever. Direct, I perceive it. I know what is a food. I know a glass, I know a tree, I know a star, I know the sun. Because it's my direct perception. I've seen it. So that is one. How you know is direct perception, pratyaksha. The second theory is anumana. Anumana means inference. What is that? Usually it is given, the example is like fire and smoke. So when the fire is there, you have seen, whenever there is fire, and you have seen smoke. So there is an association between fire and smoke, which is non-separable most of the time. So when you see one of them, like smoke, you infer that must be fire. The smoke doesn't come out without fire. So when you see in the distance on the top of the mountain there is smoke, even if you cannot see the fire, you infer that there is fire. It is reasonable to assume that there is fire because you can prove that whenever there is fire, there is smoke. So when we are seeing the smoke, fire has to be there whether we see it or not. It is reasonable. So this is called inference, anumana. So this is the second theory of knowledge which Nyaya came out. Then the third one, they said called upamana. Upamana is comparison. So what do? Whatever existing things are there. See, like you have seen cows. Okay. So when you went to the forest, you saw some animal who looks like cow, but it doesn't. It's a cow. So when you come back, you tell him, hey, I saw it. It looks like a cow, but it's not a cow. It has certain other distinctive features, but you can describe it. So you can reasonably, you can say, okay, because it's approximate to whatever is there. So when he has made a comparison, so we can also go, we can perceive that then that particular animal or particular tree or particular entity is recognized. Yeah, it is there. So that is called upamana. So one is pratyaksha, anumana, upamana. Then the third one was sabda. Sabda means words. What is the word is talking about? Let's look at it. Nyaya is talking about. Nyaya is saying, okay, it appears that God may not be as a perceptible object or entity like a human being or a inanimate thing like a stone or something like that. But some of the sages and saints, when they go into meditation, they come out, they said, okay, I have seen it. It looks like that. And I had interacted, they have told me like this, and that happens. Then you said, okay, yeah, that must be God is there because he's saying that he has seen the God. And God has told him that after 5 days there will be flood, and the flood happens. So you derive that there is God and he has seen it. So you go by his words, that's called sabda. So going by the words is also going by the scriptures, because scriptures, our scriptures, which are smritis, which is coming from the memory, because they have the perceived, these sages and saints in their meditation, they have perceived, interacted with whatever the God is, and they came back saying that, yes, God is there, so these are the features, this is what it is. And in terms of creation, they say that because of the God, this creation is like this. Let's put together like a theory. Okay, God is like this, creation is this is how it has come, and this is the relationship between God and this creation and you. So they come back. So that is become word. So these four theories of knowledge was propounded by Nyaya, and that became the basis of the debate between different faiths or people who had different perception about creation and God. So that's why when the Buddhists came and they said there is no God, and then other people are saying there is God, so what do you do? So they have to debate. You tell us why you are saying God is not there, or you tell us why you are thinking God is there. So they said, no, 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 you believe me because I have seen it. So for these arguments, Naya provided that platform or the rules of the game. So when you enter into a debate, so you follow. And each of this also means of knowledge had a lot of subdivisions, like 2024, each one of them. It's a huge rules of regulations and is all coded. So what happened? So earlier the debates between the believers, non-believers, or whatever you feel the God is, other fellow knows so the God is not like that. All these debates were based on the rules taken out by Nyaya. So in the process, so whether you come with a theory, whether I believe or not, whether I have the logic of believing you, whether I am convinced, I am not. So it depends on whether it is falling into place according to these theories of Nyaya. Follow it, tell me. Then I will see whether I can believe you or not. So there was not a battle of arms, but that was a battle of intellect between Buddhists and Udanachara and all the Vedantic saints. And they were following Nyaya. So that's why Nyaya became so important. Initially, Nyaya has nothing to talk about God. In the Kapila Muni, who's written this Nyaya, so what? There was no belief. But subsequently, when they wanted to write Bhashyams on Nyaya, they said, okay, because of this, so there is God. So the concept of God, that's why it was not there in the Nyaya in the beginning to start with. So out of these 6 philosophies, Nyaya, Vaisheshika, then you have Sankhya, then Yoga, Purva Mimamsa, Uttara Mimamsa. So 6 philosophies we had who believe in Vedas. Then you had Buddhists and Jains who didn't believe in God. So they didn't believe in Vedas. So they were called Nastikas. So Nastikas is not they don't believe in God. The Nastikas were they do not believe Veda as the source of knowledge. Then you have Charbaks, materialists. For them, this is the world. There is no beginning, there is no end. So God has given it. God or God, we don't know. But these are the things available for the enjoyment of the human being. Enjoy, live. Runam krutva gutam pivet or something like that, philosophy. So you had a materialist, then you have this Buddhists and Jains who didn't believe in Veda as the origin of theory of creation and knowledge. And then you have 6 philosophies who believed in Vedas. And all of them, all the debates and everything was based on the theories propounded by Nyaya. So Nyaya gave 4 means of knowledge: Pratyaksha, Anumana, Upamana, and then Shabda. Then when you come to Purva Mimamsa, Uttara Mimamsa, and Adi Sankara and all Advaita came, they added 2 more into it. One was Arthapati, the absence of something. That means when you go to the table, Anupalabdhi, Arthapati. Anupalabdhi was like you see a fat person, but you have never seen him eating. But without eating, he has become fat. So you can say it is Anumana also can be there. But I don't know the nuances of this argument, but this one is given as the, I think, Anupalabdhi. Then Arthapati, I have to look into this one. Then Arthapati became what it came to is, sorry, Arthapati is this fellow. Devadatta was fat, so we have not seen him eating, but he must have ate a lot, that's why he is fat. That became Arthapati. Then you have Anupalabdhi. Anupalabdhi, non-cognition. Non-cognition in the sense that, like say, Nehava is reading, he's talking, he's giving answers, so you go, but in her house you go, there is no books. There is absence of thing, but there is no book. But that absence itself becomes known because it says that you didn't see it. But then that shows that is the thing. It is not there. You didn't see it. But you can know that it is there. Otherwise, how she knew about it? So, okay. So that is become Arthapati. Anupalabdhi, sorry, Anupalabdhi. So Advaita added 2 more. So 4 was their theory of knowledge by Nyaya, and by the time it developed and Advaita came into picture, then all the 2 others have been added, and they became the base of their debate. Because by the time Advaita came, Dvaita was there, Visishta Advaita was there, Ramanujacharya. And how these theories came? Who can tell me? Advaita, Visishta Advaita, how it came into picture? What is the basis? Any one of you? Come on. No? Are you there or not there with me? I don't know. Come on. How you know? How know? What is the basis of this division?
Probably the relation between the self and the Paramatma, Jivatma and the Paramatma.
But what is the origin? Why this differences came? Yes. How you perceive the Jiva, Ishvara, and creation and the relationship. How you view it, depending on that, these different theories came. Advaita, Dvaita, Visishta Advaita. And then Vallabhacharya's, what is that? I'm forgetting. Okay. Basically, it came how you interpret Brahma Sutra. Because whatever was given in the Upanishad, Brahma Sutra consolidated the entire philosophy of Vedas and put it in sutra forms. Whatever you can think of, whatever has been given in Veda, Upanishads, everything is given in Brahma Sutra. To understand Brahma Sutra also become difficult because it's a very cryptic words were used. So you need someone to tell you how to read it and how to make meaning out of it. So when like Adi Shankara, he wrote his Bhashyam on Brahma Sutra, that became the basis of Advaita Vedanta. I think his Namakarana Bhashyam or something like that. Then Ramanujacharya wrote Sri Bhashya. So that became Visishta Advaita. Vallabhacharya, I think he wrote Brahma Sutra Bhashya. So whatever this, the main sense they wrote about that Bhashyam, how they explain Brahma Sutra, basically is Brahma Sutra, but as Manohar said, so basically it was trying to define what is Jiva, what is Ishvara, and what is creation, and what is the relationship between these three. So what happened? Advaita said there is nothing, there is no two, it is one. That awareness, you. And what is this creation? Is an apparent creation. Like a mirage. It just appears. There's no truth in it. Like gold and ornaments. Ornaments are made of gold. So ornaments only have a name and form. There is no substance. It's not like they don't exist. Tree is there. Building is there. You cannot say they don't exist. They exist. But if you take the existence out, what will be there? There will be nothing. So that means like from the ornaments, when you take the gold out, what will be left of the ornaments? Nothing. So that is Advaita. So the basic reality behind you, God, and the creation is one and the same. And except that, there is no second thing. Then Ramanujacharya came. He said, Visishta Advaita. What is Visishta Advaita? He said, okay, there is awareness and there is creation. This awareness is a part of the awareness, and this Jagat, the part of the Lord. And in awareness, each awareness is like, a part of the awareness. In case of Advaita, it is one. The same reality, like space, same reality is inside every house, and also every house is also in space. So that's like Advaita. Here it is saying like you have that Pratibimba, like you put it water in a pot and the sun is reflected there. So it's all are making a part of it. And then he's saying that is how you are related to the Lord, and everything is in God. So that's why it's Advaita. But their awareness and the creation is different. In awareness also, each one's awareness is specific like a dot. So these made up more dots. Then Madhavacharya Advaita came. He said, no, Purus awareness is different and this is different. So they come together, like it is almost like your Sankhya philosophy, where Purusha and Prakriti came into picture. And then creation started. And when you have what is the problem? Because when they come together, this quality of one is superimposed in the other, like when you put a crystal near the rose, so crystal looks red. So what you have to do, you have to take the rose, but there in creation you cannot take anything out. So you have to understand that there's separate things. So crystal is crystal, it is not actually red. And then when you realize it, that is kaivalya. That's it. Then you get out of the superimposition of the limitations of the prakriti on you, kaivalya. So that's why in Nyaya, Vaisesika, Sankhya, there is no concept of God. They come together, that's creation. That's it. And how it came? No, that itself had intelligence. And this is beautifully explained. Okay, I'll come back to that. Then, for the first time, the word God was used by our great yoga philosophy. And how it is defined God there? God is not defined as a creator. He is a Purusha Vishesha. He is like any other individual, but he is special. Why is special? Because he has not come here because of his karmic baggage. No. So that is how the first time. Then you have Purva Mimamsa. Their gods are there, but gods are there also. There also is debatable in the sense gods were not there, the creator. Though there was yajnas were there, what they were doing it, they are different various forces of nature. You worship them so that you will go to heaven and you will enjoy. That is the concept of God in Purva Mimamsa. By the time you come to Uttar Mimamsa, the concept of God, creation came. So it is also, it's a very beautifully, it has developed. It's not developed and one night you suddenly say, oh, God is there. No, no. And every religion has suffered mentally for this also, to how to conceptualize the creator. When the Abrahamic religion came, Christianity, Islam and Rabbi Jews, Judaism, they declared Jesus as the God. Greeks were the more intelligent of all the civilization in Western civilization. They had some concept that there is some creator, but it is definitely not a perceptible like a human being. It cannot be. It has to be something bigger, something mightier, something more intelligent. Like there's a conceptually they had some idea about it, and then when they said that Jesus is there, then said, "Are you not crazy? You're equating an individual human being as God. How can it be possible?" Because in that process also, what has happened? Looking at the Greek, the Romans, they were more, believing physical might. So all this Roman jars, they declared themselves as God, because God has to be all powerful. So they said, I am God. So when Jesus came, there was a problem there. Is he all powerful like Roman jars? No. Is he like super intelligent, this and that, like what Greeks have thought about it? No, because he was like an ordinary human being and he was nailed and all the things he could fight. So how can he be God? Then they hit upon the concept that God is in heaven and Jesus is the Son of God. So you go to the mount and you pray. And this was after early Christianity heeded the objection of Greeks, the concept of God. Same also you can find Muslim also, they Jannat. I don't know much about Judaism, also must be the same. Because there cannot be any religion, understand this, if there is no life after death. Whether you will have another life or not, but there is some sort of life after death because you have to atone for the mistakes you have committed in this life. Otherwise, without that, religion cannot stand. Then everybody can do anything. So where is the question of punishment? He is not punished. So what do you say? Oh, no, 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 no. He doesn't die. He goes to heaven. He will to go to heaven. He has to pay for it. So the religion kept people on leash. Okay, can you see the beauty of it? So this is how the religion, God, and the concepts came. But from God, how the creation came, nobody knows. Even if now all these concepts came in the imagination of people or whatever encounter they had, perceptions they had, followed certain systems of theory of knowledge, epistemology, and this is called, that is theory of knowledge. And what is God? That is called ontology. What is the substance? What is God? It's what is this creation? How God made this world. When you talk about it, there is no acceptable explanation anywhere in any religion how God made this world. God wished it came. That's it. Otherwise, they said, okay, he is the intelligent cause. He is the material cause. So he has decided. He is intelligent because it is intelligently put together. If it is intelligent, then how he made this world? Where from earth came, water came, fire, and all these 5 elements came. No, it just came out of him. How it came out of him? The matter was there. Yeah, maybe matter was there. If the matter was there, so matter was there, God was there. So matter also can be as powerful as God also. So no, matter was not there. Then where from God got this matter to create this world? No, then they give the example of which example? Who knows? Think.
Spider with the web.
Spider. Instead of spider, he took out from his own saliva, he did it. So God created this world out of himself. So that's why there is a lot of speculation from God to creation. Adi Shankara said, well, he said, so how it came? He said, why you are worried? When the house is on fire, try to put out the fire. Your problem is your life. Try to solve it. How God created, who created, why you are worried about that? When your house is on fire, you are trying to find out who lit the fire. First put out the fire. Then if you have time, then you think about it. But amongst all the speculations how God created, the best one, with my limited knowledge, what I have seen is Kashmir Shaivism. In Kashmir Shaivism, there is a word called spanda. Deepak Baba, are you there? there is a word called spanda. Spanda is like the essence of a human being or the God. It's like a something throbbing. Spanda. Spanda means throbbing. That is the inner core. And he says, in Kashmir Shaivism, the whole creator, sustainer, and dissoluter is Lord Shiva. And when the creation came, he said, there is Spanda. That means in that Shiva, or you can say awareness, it is not totally, you cannot say it's inert, but also it doesn't have the ability to create anything. In its presence, anything can be done. It's like electricity. So electricity, by using, you can have a light, you can have AC, you can have heating element, whatever you can do. You can have a fan, whatever you can think of. But electricity by itself cannot do anything. Similarly, awareness by itself cannot do anything. But awareness, when it comes with the creative power of the Lord, which Advaita Lord said is the Maya, the world and the creative power of the Lord, both are in Maya. Then why it came out? If he cannot wish it, he cannot will it, how this Maya came into picture? Then it goes silent. He said, let there be creation. That's what Christianity said. And creation came. Because nobody could give in how it has happened, including science. Because science is also now still struggling. But Kashmir Shaivism says, inside the awareness itself, there is a creative power of that energy is circulating. Like when you look at the ocean, the top surface is calm, but inside it, a lot of currents are going on. It's a turmoil inside. It's not totally inert. Similarly, they say in Kashmir Shaivism, that energy is constantly moving inside awareness of Lord Shiva, and that helps in the creation. So once it reaches a particular frequency, then creation starts. Would come from where? From Lord Shiva's body. So everything in Kashmir Shaivism is Shiva. Stone is also Lord Shiva. Human being, animal, tree, everything is Lord Shiva. And what is the difference between a stone and a human being and a tree with Lord Shiva? Lord Shiva is the perfect Shiva, and these are imperfect. So there is an imperceptible journey to perfection. So that makes things much easier to understand. Oh yeah, okay, this is how it would have come. Otherwise also you will have a lot of problems in understanding. So try to understand this. So this is God, this is creation, is king. Then when the creation came, Chandi also said another thing, whether you have noticed that. He said in the creation, though there was direct contribution of the Lord, indirectly, you also, as an individual, you also contributed material for that. What is your material? Anybody guessing?
The Panchabhutas?
No, you cannot give Panchabhutas. Panchabhutas, you are made of it. So you have also borrowed from somewhere. Any guess? It is
Curiosity.
your... Yeah, sorry?
Curiosity.
Curiosity. Curiosity cannot create it, correct? You want to know, correct? You cannot create.
Want to experiment is what I think.
No,
It's
no.
like a curiosity drives that intent.
Okay. Who is speaking?
Madan.
Oh, Madanji. Okay, Madanji. No, see, it is our Sanchita Karma because that is the baggage we are bringing it. Why the creation? Because you have a Sanchita Karma is there. You have to now, to neutralize it. So this life, you are coming back to this creation with your Prarabdha Karma. So indirectly, you are also contributing the creation.
Correct.
That was
Correct, Baba.
that's the beautiful thing he has told that. I wanted to share all these things because yeah, he was telling yeah, I think this is all the things we discussed in our house. If you remember, I think Manohar, you were there in house. Because Sipad was also there. Yeah.
Yes, Baba.
These are
Yes.
the things where we discussed because I was looking for something on the Nyaya and so that's why I asked him and he was later saying, he said, you asked me on the Nyaya, I was thinking, whether we will be only talking and others will not be able to understand and all. I said, no, all of them, they know. So, yes. So what he said, so our contribution to the creation is not a direct contribution, is an indirect contribution in the sense that it propels us to take human life again with our baggage of prarabdha. So you are the indirect contributor to this world. Okay. Okay, I have come. Well, what is my goal? What is my goal in life? Yes, please. Come on. All of you are sleeping or eating. I don't know. I don't see anybody's face. Okay.
God realization, Baba.
Huh?
God
Yes.
realization.
God relation, the only goal in life. Only goal in life is God relation. But what we do, we go on. We had seen that not only we are bringing our karma phalas in the sense of prarabdha, what is the second thing we bring out also along with us? Yes, who can
Vasanas.
guess? Vasanas. Yeah, we can bring our vasanas also. When the vasanas came, where it is stored? Where it is stored? Yes, ma'am. Where it is stored?
Sukshma
Hmm?
Sarira.
Sorry?
Sukshma
Chit,
Sarira.
chitta. Because mind has four aspects: mind, intellect, ego, and memory. Memory. So this is all stored in the memory. So when a thought comes, because a thought precedes our words and actions, and a thought you cannot think or it comes on its own. You don't actually, we feel that we think. A thought comes, and when it goes on its own also. Another thought will come. This is displaced. Have you noticed that? Just try to observe it. And which sort of thought will come, which you have experienced already. If you have not experienced a thing, the thought will never come. Like I will tell some, thing about Brazil. Can you think about it? You cannot, because you have not experienced it. You don't know it. That means if we know a thing, then only a thought will come. So where from it is coming? It's coming from your chitta. That means you have experienced either in this life or your earlier lives. And then when I remember about the filter coffee, I went and again I went out and Karama, I got a filter coffee, say like Sangita or some hotel, some restaurant. Then what I did, it will bring karma phala again, because in action. So if it is good, I enjoyed it, so it gave a good result. It can also bring in colic, stomach upset. So it's a bad result came out. Papa came out. Punya or Papa will come out. Happiness or unhappiness. And we go on repeating it. And when I did that, again I strengthened my vasanas also. So we have to look into our lives to see what exactly we are doing here, what we are supposed to do. If I have to adjust my prarabdha, I have to see that I do not again make agami karma. Because whatever, also this life, whatever we do, that result of those actions, they are called agami. They will be added to the sanchita karma once we are dead. And then I should not strengthen my samskaras, because otherwise again it will come back. Again I will get into the same filter coffee. But are we doing it, or we are just repeating the whole life again? Again we'll come back next life. Even if we do kriya, which on the other day he was saying, oh, it was amazing. He said, when you do chakra smaranam and also prana and all, when you are doing it, so, and also breathing, what it does is, pranayam also, because from each of the chakras, when you go up and come down, what you are doing actually, you are purifying all the chakras. When you are purifying the chakras, so what is happening? Your vasanas, from tamas to rajas, it becomes more sattvic in nature. So that impulses, samskaras which you are bringing out, they become weak. When they become weak and you are in the sattvic mode, then what will happen? Not only you are coming out of vasanas, it also ensures a chitta suddhi, purity of mind or internal organs. Are you with me? Just try to understand how beautiful it is. And once you have chitta suddhi, then what will happen? Tell me. You have what chitta suddhi leads to?
More sattva. More sattvani.
Chitta Suddhi enables you, give the qualification to get into Jnana. Okay? Then you listen, read the scriptures. That is Shravanam. Mananam and Nididhyasanam. That's cycle you get into it. The jnana comes in the Sravanam itself. Then
Shravanam
Mananam.
means, Baba?
Sravanam means listening. Listening or
Oh,
reading to scriptures, your guru's talk,
oh,
or gathering all the information at the beginning stage. That is called gathering all the knowledge, information. Then Mananam. Mananam is just resolving your doubts. I read this, I heard this. Does it make sense? Is it fall into place? Can I have, see, is it logical, rational? I can accept it, my mind accepts it. If it doesn't, then you raise questions, try to get answers, make sure that you construct your spiritual path accordingly. So that is Mananam. And then Nididhyasanam. What is the Nididhyasanam? What it does in Nididhyasanam? What it does? Tell me.
You use that knowledge to live your life and utilize it in your day to day life.
Becomes
Mm.
your experience.
You told it, but let me be specific in the sense that what happens in a Nididhyasanam stage, because I had the knowledge. I am not this body, mind, intellect, but still my body, mind, intellect cannot get out of this mold. So that habitual tendencies, these vasanas, samskaras, in Nididhyasanam, you are able to get rid of it. So Kriya Yoga actually provides the whole thing. And it comes when you go to the deep meditation. So from Chakrasmaranam to pranayama to meditation, the whole process is beautifully integrated into Kriya. Are you with me?
yes, yes.
So the first thing is, which is very important, is what exactly I want to get out of this life. This we have to ask every moment. What I want to achieve in life, am I on it at this moment, every moment? And if you want to get rid of your attachments, then what you have to do is, I'm just the best way forward from all the scriptures if you read is, you have to have a sense of gratitude for everything in life. Why it is necessary? Because once you have a sense of gratitude, the air you are breathing, you go to the kitchen, you touch anything, your glass, the fire also. Without fire, just imagine what would have happened. The air would not have, then how it is affecting the water, the cupboard which are making, the freeze, the cup of tea you made, the milk, where from it is come, the sugar. Can you imagine where from it has come? Who has got it? Where is sugar cane was maybe somewhere in Thailand or some place and made, and everything has come, and you are making a cup of tea and taking it in Dubai or in Oman or Bahrain. When you bring this sense of gratitude for everything, it should be second nature to you. Our own ego goes down because you understand that it is not me who has got it, it is God who has provided. Once that humility comes, your ego goes down, your vasanas goes down. The transformation starts. Because if you are a tamasic and rajasic, this thought even of leading a spiritual life will not be there, because you want to do something which is contrary to what the spiritualism is all about. Are you saying that spiritualism, I will not do anything, I will not go to work, I will not be able to work? Yes, of course you will be able to work. But when you are engaged in action, you are in sattvic mode still. You are doing the action for the Lord. So everything is of the Lord, for the Lord. Nothing for you. And you are that Lord. Ultimately, that will be the realization. Okay, so today,
It's Aham Brahmasmi.
I thought I will give you a basic overview of the whole thing, because you have been, for the last 2-3 years, we are on it. So, but while we are bringing in each of these bricks to build our spiritual growth, but try to keep this big picture at the back, so that what will happen at every moment, we have to remind ourselves, hey, why am I here? Am I on course? It will not happen on its own. Even if your Guru wants, God wants, nothing is going to happen on its own. We have to take conscious efforts every moment. Every moment. And we have to take out the ego. As long as ego is there, nothing is possible. Because that will, the moment ego comes, it goes to the contrary to the world. God has created this world. God has created this house where you are living in. The laptop you are looking, the mobile phone you are looking. And what we have done there. This is my house, this is my phone, this is my son, this is my daughter, my spouse, my community. So what we have done, we have superimposed our likes and dislikes on a portion of the Lord's creation. We are corrupting it. We are like a cancerous cells. Just imagine from the point of view of the God. He's loving. He's saying, I know you made a mistake, but you are not poison. You are divine. You are my creation. What you created is poison. But he's so kind. He's saying, hey, but you are not. You are divine. Every moment he is reminding us. Are we able to understand this? Are we able to remember at each and every moment of our life, especially when we have set foot on the path of spiritual growth? Where are we? So think over. We'll start with Bhagavad Gita next week, because I was highly impressed with Achandi and my interactions with him. I had a lot of questions and we had beautiful sessions together. And I thought Let me share that with you. Think it over. Any questions come, any experiences you encounter,